Welcome and welcome back. I'm Martin, and as always, give me 1 minute just to check that all the systems are running and that YouTube didn't play a joke on me and that OBS didn't play a joke on me and all that stuff. But it looks good. It looks good. I got a signal on the tablet. Yes, I can see myself. This means we are online. And if someone is already in the chat, and I'm counting on you, Bernie, then as always, just let me quickly know if you can even hear me, but you should, I think. And yes, today is yes, because Heavyocity just came out with a new library, and not only is this a new library by Heavyocity, no, they teamed up with Robert Dudzic. And if you don't know who Robert Dudzic is, then maybe you are on the wrong channel. Then go to some gardening channel or whatsoever. But if you are a little bit into music production, then you really should know who Robert Dudzic is and what he's doing. So yes, Damage Machina isn't anything else than yet another percussion library. And yes, you might say you have all the percussion libraries in the world, and yes, you have Damage 2, and yes, you have even Uncharted 88, and yes, you have even, you name them, okay? And this was my very first thought too, to be very honest. But anyhow, it's Heavyocity, it's Robert Dudzic, it's in the Damage 2 engine, and we will talk about that engine even, because the best percussion library in the world with the best sounds is worth nothing, at least to me, if it's not hosted in a good engine that allows me even to do crazy stuff inside of the engine and not firing up all the plugins that there are in Logic or external or whatsoever to get to the results that I want to have or that I need to have. So I think this was enough of an introduction. I will have now the first sip of my beer. You prepare your wallets, because for sure this library will make you fall in love. And yes, I received it yesterday. A big thanks, as always, goes out to my friends over at Heavyocity for sending over an NFR copy. And as soon as I received it, I couldn't do less than write right away something with it. So I will play this now. We will change even the screens here, so you see what's going on my screen. And then we dive right in. Let's see, maybe we can do this in 1 hour. I mean, you will let me know even in the chat. And the only difference between Damage Machina and the other Damage 2 or Uncharted 88 is you get two instruments. You get the ensemble designer and you get the loop designer. So there isn't the kit designer. But I mean, me personally, I said it even in older streams. I don't use it. I don't need it, but that's me. I know that there are many out there that don't have a keyboard like this to play in the percussion. They do have the pads, or they have an electronic drum set or whatsoever, and for them the kit designer might be pretty cool with sounds like this. But yeah, that's it. So let's listen to that demo track. I will put on my headphones and then we dive right into the sounds and right into the engine. Let's go. So yes, this was the very first thing that I came up with yesterday, and of course, I mean, look, by Heavyocity, I think I have all of their libraries, and then it's even pretty straightforward to come up with a track like this, because I went through the first sounds and I right away had an acoustic guitar in mind, and this is why I fired up the acoustic scoring guitars. Here I went with some yes, I had dental surgery today, so I'm still a little bit under the influence. But so yeah, the pulses, which are really beautiful, and then even later on a phrase, another pulse, and then there comes the phrase. Beautiful library, beautiful library. I use it very often. Then from the scoring guitars, and that's pretty interesting, I used even the pad. Sounds like this. Just to show you, how beautiful and how versatile all those libraries are from Heavyocity. Then, of course, what's acoustic guitar without the piano? So from Ascent, I used the Ascension Dancer, an arpeggiated thing, which is amazing because you just play your chords. And then the engine does the rest, and then of course even some strings. And I went back to the intimate textures and older library, bringing in some beautiful, beautiful intimate string textures. So yeah, that's what the whole demo track was made of, and let's dive into Damage Machina. This time they sampled clocks, pinballs, junkyard stuff, typewriting machines, and stuff like this. So I have here the ensemble designer, and you see here, there's the ensemble designer. It's in the Damage 2 engine, I said it at the beginning, so you do have this beautiful, beautiful stage, and then we can just start with the very first thing, maybe the attack of the typewriters in triplets. And how are those things done? They are done thanks to the engine. We will talk about it a little later with the performance. So in this case, if I switch off the performance, then it's just the sample. And this is what many percussion libraries can do. Play a sample, but here you do have even the performance possibilities. You know, repeating or rolls or flames or swells or crescendi. Yeah, quicker of course. The rate. So this alone makes the library so interesting to me, that I have these possibilities even to do something with the samples, except of playing them, triggering keys on my keyboard. And let's just go through some of them, the all-stars. Then there are the caverns. Oh! You know, just to play through some of them, and I wouldn't lie, I don't like, you know, to talk over them. Let's just let them ring out, to go through some of them. The derelict junkyard. Those are the sounds. Those are the sounds that are so different from the other ones. Donald, hey, nice to see you. Yeah, I saw 5 minutes ago that even Simeon is streaming today, because normally he's on Thursday, I'm on Friday, but I mean, who cares? Who cares, really? There's space for all of us. And fortunately, YouTube is recording those streams, so you can watch it even tomorrow. Then, the dungeon crawl. Is this beautiful stuff? Mwah. Amazing stuff. Yeah, Donald, your wife will be angry with you because after this stream you will buy it, 100% sure. Then, yeah, affecting time, straight. And here you can see, for example, on the interface, you know, these turquoise keys, they are triggering a performance. When I switch it off, it's just a sample, I switch it on, and the purple and the pink keys on top, they're just triggering a simple sound. And then here, oh, those beautiful swells and stuff like this. This you have in the source. You know, here you have this 1, 2, 3 octaves, and then you have here the source browser. You can go through different sounds and then just drag them on any key you want. Then, yeah, maybe one thing even that I would like to show you that I'm absolutely in love with. Let's do this with the timekeepers. Now I would like to show you something really cool, because here absolutely it's an amazing library. The sounds are amazing. I mean, of course, it's Heavyocity teamed up with Robert Dudzic. I think I can't stress this one out often enough. But the engine. Now I will show you something really cool. So let's just let's go for these two sounds. So the first thing, you do have the stage. Believe it or not, out there are percussion libraries where you can't even pan the single sounds. They are just there, and you trigger them. Here you do have the stage, so you can take this sound and then just drag it to the left in front, to the right in front, or to the right just back there on the stage. So this already is pretty cool. Okay, the other sound we have been choosing is this one. So this one, I drag it here. No, there it is. Okay, it was hidden. Come on, here. So I have this one to the left, I have this one to the right. Okay, so every single sound, even let me show you this. Now I'm in the drum, so the volume for this sound doesn't affect the volume of this sound. Okay, they are all really unique, and you can do with them what you want to do without affecting the others. That's amazing. That's amazing. Keep that in mind. And then, sorry, just a second, because there are nothing important. Okay, and then you have the mix. You know, the various microphones for the sounds, we leave them as they are. And now there comes the cool stuff. We go to the settings. And this sound, I switch on the performance. I showed you before. Possibility to have a crescendo, a swell. Here you choose the length for this. You have flame. If you want, you can have a roll or a repeater. For the repeater, you set the rate. You set how long this is. Let's say 4 beats, and you have an accent. Let's do this, going up. It's getting stronger all the time. Down, the first one. And even the amount. You know, how much this should be accented or not. I mean, this is where your money goes if you buy a Heavyocity library. It's in the engine, really. The last one. So, let's leave this on first. Okay, on this one. Let's take the other sound that we had, and even here we switch on the repeater, but let's make a polyrhythm. In this case, we put on the 4th triplets. Switch it on. And then if you play both of them, you get this. Take a third one on top. And then loops are bad, okay? Loops are bad. It's written on this t-shirt. It's written on my coffee cup. It's written on my hat. And if you would like to have a cool t-shirt like this, matching, of course, you know, thanks to Heavyocity, because they allowed me to do those shirts. Then yeah, head over to my store. There you can order those shirts and this stuff. And I mean, how cool is this? And this is not just a simple, stupid loop. This is something that you just, or that I just created. And this is why I do love the Heavyocity library so much. It's because of those possibilities that you have. It's not only cool sounds. No, you can really, really do something out of it. Okay, we continue a little bit in the ensemble designer Jurassic machines. Jo, servus! Then, I mean, you know, All Stars is always the best of, but the stuff from Heavyocity just put in their favorite things, the monster typewriter. I think by now you know where those repeating sounds come from. Maybe another thing that I would like to show you, as we are in the settings where we had, you know, they have the performance and this stuff. There's then even the velocity control, of course, and there is the round robin function. So this one, I switch off the round robins, and you just trigger the very same sound if I switch on the round robins. You can hear how they vary from one trigger to the next. So yes, lots and lots to learn. The good thing is you learn it once, and then you know how to use the Damage rock grooves, the Damage rock kit, the Uncharted 88, Damage 2, Damage Machina. This engine is, you know, in all their percussion and drum libraries, it's the same engine. So yeah, you learn it once and then you're good to go. Like the Gravity 2 engine, which is the very same thing to learn, it's just bigger. Then, All Stars, what else can we? Oh, odd mechanical delays, triplets. I mean, these things are mainly done, obviously, in the master effects here, where you do have the famous punish knob, you know, the Gently Now Hurt Me Plenty or the Nightmare, that you can just even nicely animated switch on or off. And then here you do have, for example, the delay and the reverb. This is how it sounds without, and then I just switch on. And if you click on them, then here you do have all the parameters. Yeah, the quality, the tone, the feedback, the timing. Of course, there are time synced, so you don't need your calculator. Like, okay, I'm 117 beats per minute. I would like to have 8 beats or whatsoever, and then you need to calculate it. No, it's just written there, you know. Yes, I'm getting attacked for those things that I'm telling libraries that have those features and others that don't. Yes, sorry, that's me. Thomas! Good to see you, my friend. And yeah. Let's remember the pacemaker. This time we go for the straight. Action sequence incoming. Now a little bit of symphonic destruction, damaged guitars, and you're good to go. Yeah, let's just. I mean, I can't play with all of them. Pinball rhythmics, triplets. No, this is not a one-trick pony. This is definitely not a one-trick pony. I mean, I can name you one-trick ponies. This one is not, because you know it's. I'm really honest. When I got the info that they would come out with this, I really thought, oh no, another percussion library. And I thought, you know, I have Damage 2, I have Uncharted 88, and I love Uncharted 88 because the sounds are so different from what you're used to. But then I played through the first sounds and it was just like, oh wow, you know, the quality of the sounds and the sound sources themselves. But then it's this engine that gives you really the... And I'm not even in the loop engine at the moment. I'm really in the ensemble engine. So I do have my stage. I have this sound on the stage. I place it wherever I want on the stage. And in this case, even here, performance off. It's the sample, performance on. And in the ensemble designer, of course, it's not only the stage. I mean, those are ensembles that they created, okay, But of course, you go to the source browser and you say, okay, on this key, I want something different. You choose it, whatever you want, and there are of course hundreds of sounds. I want this one. You just drag it on this key and there you are, as easy as that. So the ensemble designer really is a huge weapon, if you will. So all stars, we're still in the all stars. Streaming rhythm. Subterranean creatures. Yes, I do have them in my garden. Destroying my grass. Whoa, wait a second. This one. And more. More reverb. Nice. Hall. Reminds me of yes, it does remind of Uncharted 88 from the sounds, but you know, there are the pinball machines, the mechanical noises, and this is so cool. Where are they? Small gears and odd max. I mean, this stuff, of course, is completely different. What was I looking for? I was looking at the timekeepers. Exactly, the timekeepers. Oh, I do love them. You know, the clocks. So, you do have, of course, the stage. You can do this again, what we did before. Yeah. You have the source where you even see every key that you press, which sample is triggered. And then you have the settings. And this is, again, I really would like to do this again because it's so cool. On this one, we set the 16th notes, why not? 4 long, accent on the last one, 8. And on this one, we set something with a triplet feel, the 8th triplets. And then you play them together. This is at least to me where the magic happens. Absolutely. Yeah, let's go a little bit found sounds, timekeepers, found max, found metals, metal ticks and paper scrapes. I like this one. Seventh, not eighth. Would be too simple in eighth. Then metal ticks and timekeeper clocks. We already found metals. Little bit it reminds me of Rust Prime from Sound Iron, going a little bit in this direction but limited then to metal. And this one is not limited only to metal. You know, you have the pinballs, the times and the typewriters and whatsoever. Pinball machines, pinball, boomers and bumpers. Then next one, pinball FX. I mean, I have no idea if you can hear this. This is what makes the difference. Flippers and percussion. Then next one, maybe mechanical sounds. Booming wooden machine. Oh. Then, where have we been? Yeah. Clanking and cranking machines. This one, take this one, reverb, big reverb. Hold. There it is. Little bit of delay. Just to show you a little bit how you can alter the sound. Yeah. Then junkyard debris, junkyard metal, steam engines, junkyard debris. Oh, it definitely, Deano, adds something to the table, which is completely different. It's not the usual toms and taikos and frame drums. And yes, it's only the first part of it. It's only the ensemble designer yet. Steam machines. Wait until we dive into the loop designer. Beautiful. And we're nearly through, typewriter fragments. By the way, I'm playing mostly on the white keys, but of course even the black keys are set. And impacts and transitions, big gears and rattle shafts. Next one is heavy impacts. No way. Sorry, guys. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. And that's a library that really I shouldn't speak. I just should press the key and we listen to the sample from the beginning to the end. Ooh. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. The next one is the low enders. Mechanical reversers. They're pretty cool. And if you look, Heavyocity, well done. If you look at the source page now of what we are playing, there is written for every sample that I trigger how long this sample is. So they are all time synced. So 1 beat. 2 beats. No, still not. 2 beats. Just to show you in the demo that I wrote, this is exactly how I started. Let's put on even the click. You see, the swell that I used here was precisely 1 bar long. 4 beats in this case. Absolutely brilliant. Yippee-de-doo. And let's save this just for... There will be even longer ones. 4 beats. Nice one. Mechanical reversers. Then there are the mechanical swells. Same story. Even those are, yes, I know I'm repeating myself, time synced. No, they are not. I was so sure that even in the swells I was reading big gears, swell gears, mechanical swells. I know it's the reversers that are time synced. Obviously, with them it's easier to do. Those, they need to ring out. But tempo synced, hybrid. Then there are, yes, mechanical small gears and odd max. And I suggest we quickly listen again to that short little demo, and then we head over to the loop designer. Hey, Time of Shadows, how are you? How are you? I really hope you're doing well, really. Of course, you know, in this track I used the loops. So, let's listen only to the loops, what they were bringing to the game. So how is the loop designer working? As always, you know, as always, it's the very same thing with all the percussion libraries from Heavyocity in the Damage 2 engine. Here you have the straights or the triplets. There are the all-star combos or the menus and breakouts. Let's just go through some of them and I will quickly show you. We'll play through some of them and I will show you how this beautiful, beautiful engine from the Loop Designer works. Brooding metals. So you do have, you see various colors on your keyboard. The blue keys down here, they do trigger the whole loop. Here you can see it. Here you see which designer key I'm pressing, let's say the C, and here you can see what precisely is triggered, because a loop in this case is based on 3 distinct layers. Loops are bad. Those loops aren't definitely bad. Those loops are just incredible. I find it too much overlapping with Uncharted 8. Yeah! They are overlapping and they aren't overlapping. I really had the very same thought, absolutely. And it was yesterday when I really played through the various sounds, like, okay, it's different. You know, it's different. Very good. Yeah, oh, cool. My offer is still valid about your libraries. You know, whenever you want me to showcase your beautiful libraries, I'm here. So, then there's the orange, the yellow, and the turquoise. What precisely is going on there? 3 layers, I said. There are the base layers. Doing this. Then there's the mid. And then there are the heights. So now if I press my designer key, I'm triggering those 3. Let's say I don't like this bit. Okay, I would like to have this one on top. You just press learn and you tell the engine on this C you would like to have this C, but here the C sharp. C sharp. So I switch it off. If I press the C down here now, you see it's C sharp. And I just altered the loop. That's so cool. You know, if you get 100 loops, just to say, then you have to multiply them, you know, with these possibilities, what you can create out of those loops. Even this one is beautiful. So, learn. This one, please. Donald, you know, there's a reason why I have those shirts like loops are bad, except these. Because they aren't. They really aren't. Then of course for every bit, let me show you even this. You know, the panning, it's the very same thing like all the others. Works for that precise loop, not for the whole thing, no, only for that sample, the tuning. You know, same thing, the speed, same thing, how much you would like to send into the effects, and the volume. Unlimited possibilities with those libraries. So let's trigger this again just to show you all the other possibilities that you have there. You do have the red keys down here, which are stutters. Which is cool. And then the upper keys to the right, the green ones and the purple ones, they are hits. Impacts, call them however you want, and reversers or stuff like this. So you can dive into your loop with a reverser, like, you know, something like this. And of course, it's just what I did here at the beginning. And of course, the source, you know, they're not set in stone. You decide what you would like to have on those keys. So you have here, you see the 3 octaves. 1, 2, 3, which are meant here for the basses, the middles and the heights. And then you have the very last one, and on the very last one, for example, the reversers. Let's say here, I would like to have this one. Then you just drag it onto it. And there you have it. So, you know, you don't have to live with what they prepared you. You're completely free to alter everything. Yeah, that's the Loop Designer. And I hope I showed you even, you know, what the Loop Designer is capable of. And of course, even here, you know, you need a rhythm like this, but then on a certain bit, you only need the high part. Then you swell into the whole loop again, or stuff like this, you know. And let's play with some of those loops, I would say, just to listen to some of them. Carbon based. Even that's another nice feature. You can set the starting point and then the start point for the loop and the end point for the loop. There I've been. You see? I mean, how crazy is that? How crazy is that? Nice. What is this one triggering? Nice. This is where the magic happens, because maybe you can see it. They worked with completely different starting points on this one. Which makes it so interesting. Then, what's the next category? Cinematic pulses. How often do we need ticks and clicks and tick diggy diggity, stuff like this? So now you have even all your clocks and ticks covered by Heavyocity. Because it's even about workflow. I mean, I don't know how you work. Me, once in a while, I'm really in a hurry. There is really just so much time, you know, to finish a track, to deliver something. And then, at least me, you know, if I concentrate on 3 or 4 maximum developers, I do know the interfaces, I do know the engines, I can rely on the sounds, I know that the CPU and this stuff, you know, it doesn't crash my machine. And now that I know I have even all the ticking stuff from Heavyocity, I'm just like, oh, I don't need to, you know, look, because I remember 2 or 3 libraries that I have that have tickings and clocks and stuff in them, but it's always, well, where was it, and then you look for it, and then you have to learn again how the engine works, because you would like to have the ticking, you know, in a polyrhythm on the stereo if you try stuff like this. Yeah, workflow. Beautiful. Okay, next one. Echoing gears. Oh, wow. Of course, you know, there's the master effects, but then there's even the send effects. Which you have here, the send, how much of the signal you would like to send inside of those. Okay, then there is hybrid manipulations. Nice, the steam machine, this one. Machine labs. Nice. What is this one triggering? Okay, then. And even there, they are triggering it at different points at the beginning, so it gets slightly out of rhythm. Okay, mechanical grooves. I mean, Steph, on those, for example, I'm again with you. Very, very similar to Uncharted 88. Now, this stuff, for example, just to... Okay. Now let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Which library do you think I will fire up now? With this sound. I have something very precise in mind. Okay, mechanical grooves. I will leave this green one here because I would like to combine it with another library that I have in mind. Anyhow, mechanical grooves, rattling cranks. Gravity 2 is very good. Mosaic Neon is really even good. Mosaic Neon was the very first that I had in mind, to be honest. And then Gravity 2. And then I just thought about Gravity 2's little brother. Yeah, damaged guitars. No, damaged guitars. This is not... No, this is not guitars. Damaged guitars, no. But Mosaic Neon, very good, and Gravity 2, very good. I mean, we can even take Gravity 2. Why not? So what else is left there? Machine Labs, Rattling Cranks, Subterranean Pulsinations. Let's... Oblivion. Yes, exactly. Oblivion. Oblivion. Nice. Nice. Let me... Yeah, I would trigger only those two. Let's exclude the third one. And this one, not so strong. Now I like it. Come on. And I think we are thuds and rattles. So let's the last one in the straights. I won't go into the triplets other than just menus and breakouts, organic loops, hybrid loops, experimental loops. And when that's again Heavyocity at its finest. Haunted swing set. R2D2. Wo bist du, mein Freund? Rum and bass, yeah, rum and bass. Make it whiskey and bass and I'm in. Okay, Oblivion, Oblivion. Oblivion. Tonal textures. Atonal textures, single rhythmic. Straight stacked. Maybe. Probably didn't trigger at the very same moment. No, it's offbeat. Let's just try some combos, huh? You like it? I do. Oh, even this one might be interesting. So the beer is nearly finished. What do we do? Do we stop the stream or do we open another beer? Oh. So you see, you can't go wrong. So my friends, I really hope that I could give you an idea of what Damage Machina is and what it's not. And yes, I do agree with Steph, it's pretty beer. Bernie! Yeah, Oblivion is definitely a candy store, and I had a discussion with Donald, I think. Donald, it was you, right? We were talking about Gravity 2 and Oblivion, that in my opinion, you know, it's the very same engine. So if you tweak it enough, you can get a lot out of Oblivion. It's the little brother of Gravity 2. I mean, to me. So if you have Gravity 2, you might not need Oblivion. You can get very similar results. Oblivion might not, you know, get as high as Gravity 2 is, but they're both amazing in Oblivion. Yes, it's amazing. It's in the Gravity 2 engine, and I think I already did a live stream explaining that engine because it can be frightening. This thing can be definitely frightening for how many possibilities you do have inside of that engine. Again, is a library expensive or not? To me, it just depends on what you get back, you know, and those libraries, yes, they are a little higher priced, but for what you get, they are definitely not expensive because it's not one-trick ponies. That's it. It's not like, you know, they try with fancy names, try to get you into an engine, which at the end of the day is a low-pass filter and a high-pass filter and a low-frequency modulator. No, there is way more going on, so I just picked them both. Donald, not my fault. Not my fault. Yes, Oblivion, of course, out of the box is way more aggressive. Even if, and even this, I really would like to Oblivion stretch out like Symphonic Destruction. Everybody knows Symphonic Destruction. There is so much lyrical stuff in Symphonic Destruction. It's maybe one of the most versatile libraries that I know. You know, from the lyrical side to the destructive side, there is so much in, and even in Oblivion, tonal textures. Is it the tonal textures? But there is really so beautiful curation. I don't remember now where it is, but I just remember that. Or was it in the menus? That's really, really beautiful stuff, even in here. So, you know, Oblivion is not only in your face. It can do even stuff like this. And, we have been talking about that engine, which is really, you know, it's 3 channels, and even there, every channel is just working completely autonomous. Everything you do, you can do it, you know, channel by channel, and the macro sequencer. And here the wave or sequence. So every sound, you know, can be played in this sequencer style, or just as the waveform where you set the starting point and stuff like this. There you have the channels, there you have the effects. Yeah, the macro sequencer, the macro LFO, and stuff like this. So yeah, I would say another beer. Yeah, no. We just listen again, really, to this short demo that I wrote yesterday quickly, just to have something even for Instagram, or the small trailer I did for this live stream. Then we play again this bit, because it's really, I really like it. Regionen nach Spurnamen benennen. Jawohl. So. Let's do this. And just combining it with Oblivion, which even is yeah, it's interesting. Even if here, the very first one, was it a Demon Runner? Was already pretty cool. They're all cool. They're all cool. Let's leave the one that we had at the end, grinding it down. Okay. Yeah, I would say that's it from my side for today. If you have questions, can I do it like this? Yes. If you have questions about Damage Machina that haven't been answered, then yeah, just let me know in the chat. Otherwise, I would say that's it for today, because today I really just wanted to show you the possibilities that you have in the Ensemble Designer, especially the stage, which is an amazing feature, and the settings here with the swells, the crescendi, the flames, and the repeat to easily create polyrhythms and stuff like this. Amazing. Amazing. And the possibility, you know, to choose the sources, and then even for each sound, you know, you have the microphones that you can choose sound by sound, you know, sample by sample, with the drums, the tuning, and all that stuff. And then of course even the loop designer, where you have the designer keys. You create your loops. For every loop you set the speed, the send into the send effects, the tuning, the panning, the volume. You have the stutter, you have the transitions, sound effects, and you have the master effects with the punish knob. Nigel, good to see you. Head over to Nigel's channel. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. These two sound good together. Lorne is being moved over my window. Yeah. Tell your neighbor or whomever is mowing there. There are those fantastic little robots outside. It's night, so I know you shouldn't let those robots out at nighttime, because many animals, they even are out there at nighttime, and there can be nasty accidents. Fortunately, I never had some of those accidents, but you know, there are those fantastic electric robots. They just, you know, mow your lawn at night, and you don't hear them. So Jathan, hey, good to see you. Yeah, it's just Nigel Andreola. Nigel Andreola, even he's doing fantastic reviews, good music. So another YouTuber, in my opinion, worth following, definitely. And yeah, I think that's it. I really think that's it from my side for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had as much fun as I have, because whenever Heavyocity is writing me, hey Martin, we have something new, would like to test drive it, I'm always answering like, are you really, still asking me? Of course, yes. Because, yes. And Robert Dudzic, I'm a big fan, even Robert Dudzic. If you don't know him, it can be you lived under a stone, but now, you're back in 2025. Head over to his YouTube channel, head over to his Instagram. Incredible guy, really very friendly, very nice, doing amazing stuff. So, yeah, that's it. I will close the live stream and catch you in the next video or in the next live stream. I have something in the making, and yesterday, yeah, it's early, it's really early, but we had the very first meeting about this big film project, and let's see if I'm allowed to talk about, because we're in a very interesting stage at the moment, creating the characters and the words. I mean, they are all created by the author of the books, but I'm involved now in creating the soundscapes for the various worlds that there are, for the various characters, and this stuff just like so you don't only have to read it to get into it, even for the actors and this stuff. No, there are even already some visuals, and there will be even then, sounds already, and snippets of the melodies and stuff like this. So I'm pretty excited. I'm really excited. This weekend I need to start working on that project to deliver something. I have 1 week of time for the very first 2 worlds, and finally something is moving, and yeah, really, that's it. And danke, ja, gern geschehen, sehr gern geschehen. And yeah, really, I will close now. I need to go to bed. I need to sleep. I need to have fresh ears and a very fresh mind tomorrow. And that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Really, thanks for watching. If you want, then leave a like, leave a comment, all that stuff that makes YouTube happy, because if YouTube is happy, it's spreading out the videos to even more people, so the channel can grow and stuff like this. And yeah, see you soon. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye bye.